All right, guys, we are back to talk about weightlifting belts, how to use them, why to use them, when not to use them, who should use them, and any other thing else you can think of. Weightlifting belts often become a crutch. People use them when they don't need them. People think of them as back support when they kind of are, but everybody forgets, we talk about core strength and midline strength and all that stuff. But it's important to think of back and abs, so the whole of the midline, so the whole of the core, not this little tiny bundle of muscles on the front, nor just like the spinal erectors, but the obliques, like everything in between. We're really trying to use a weight belt to help add support as, in essence, a performance enhancer near the end range of what you can move, not just something you're even wearing during your warm-up sets or whatever. The weight belt is typically only used when you're going to really, in essence, use the big deep breathing techniques to help you lock down, big deep breath, lock down midline, and go for close to what's your 1 rep max, 90% plus. The Valsalva maneuver, that big deep breath, locking down midline, pressing against the belt with your abs, and all of that. That's what you need the weightlifting belt for. That's what you're trying to do there, guys. You're trying to use the belt to aid and support where that end range of your midline can actually tolerate that load. So just think, even if you want to, like that 85% and up of your 1 rep max for your squat. Hell, you can use it for your press if you need to. But the key is not just to think of it as support for your back, because it's in part support for your back, but it's really, to support the whole. I'm not giving you the double check, but we're trying to support the whole of the abs, the sides of the torso, and also the lower back when we're using the weightlifting belt. So it's not just for that back support. Often you see the belts, with the really wide back. It helps, but that's not what we're really using it for. We're also using it for abs, okay? Abs. So really lock down your midline, strapping the belt on, cinching it up tight. You see like heavy power lifters like wrenching it down as heavy as they can get it, and it's for that compression of the torso, the abdomen all the way around. So that way when they go to press out against that belt, it's as tight as it can be, and it's whether they're squatting or deadlifting or whatever, they're getting the most support from the belt that they can. So who should use a lifting belt? Pretty much everybody can benefit from using a belt. When to use it, like I was saying, when you get to that 80-85% range and up, definitely use it. Don't use it so much that it becomes a crutch or you think you have to have it all the time. Why to use it? We just talked about the why and all that's involved with the why. And that's really it. You pick a belt that works for you, that fits. We'll have tips later on about how to break in the belt, etc. But just make sure that if you're using a belt, you're using it for the right reason. You're not using it as a crutch and you don't become dependent upon it. And that's really it for this time. Tips on how to use a weightlifting belt. All right, that's it for now, y'all. Take care.